You're just a fucking slave. And in this video, I'll tell you exactly why that is the case and what to do about it. And if you even can do anything about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more. So you're a slave. Why? Because you were engineered this way. Human beings are all slaves. From the first one to the last one, every single one of us is a slave. Okay? The question is, what are we a slave to, or who are we a slave to? There are multiple layers of slavery. Okay, the first question is to diagnose yourself. If you aren't even aware and conscious of the fact that you are a slave, you're the worst kind of a slave. I mean, you're the best kind of a slave for those who exploit you, but you're the worst kind of a slave for yourself. Okay, you have absolutely no choice on what to do about it and how to go about it if you're not even aware of that. Okay, so how does it usually happen? How can you diagnose yourself? How long of a sabbatical can you take? Right now, today, you quit whatever you're doing, your job. How long of a sabbatical can you take? Okay, and what will be the consequences? I mean, can you take a sabbatical and go live somewhere on the street? Or can you take a sabbatical and live with dignity? Do what you ever always wanted to do. Okay? So if that is very small, like less than a year or less than a couple of weeks, like it is for most people, like over 75% of people in North America live paycheck to paycheck. If that is also your case, see no more, look no further. You are a fucking slave. What are you a slave to? That's the next question to you, okay? So you can be a slave to many things. So you can be a slave to someone. How can you be a slave to someone? Well, first of all, through your shit programs. What are the shit programs and how do they manifest themselves? Shit programs are things like, I'm not worth it, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not deserving, I'm a failure, you know, I'm stupid, I'm too weak for this, shit of that nature, you know. I need to suffer to make money, I need to suffer to be happy, I need to suffer to love. You know, love is suffering, life is suffering. You know, there is a heaven sometime down the road, but today here on this planet I need to suffer. Shit programs, garbage programs that have been installed in you when you were a kid, okay? First step. So with those chains, how are you going to ever be free in this life? Impossible, okay? So you are a slave to someone who can exploit those shit programs, okay? Like people who went a little bit beyond that. Okay, the next level is your emotions. How are you a slave to your emotions? Actually, when you have those shit programs running, every time you try to go against them, you have strong emotions. Fear, most of the time, is gonna be the resentment, guilt, sadness, shame, shit like that, you know? They're coming in and hold you back. Why? Because there are two main fears that you will experience in this life. Actually, three of them. But the first one is fear of pain. You have fear of pain. I mean, you do have fear of pain. Everybody has fear of pain. Fear of pain. So when you experience those emotions, your brain projects things in your mind that if you ever do something that's good for you, you will have pain, you will be punished, for example. Like, did it ever happen to you that when you did something when you were a kid, your parents punished you? Right? Well, that's how shit programs are being installed. So, fear of pain. Another one is fear of effort. Ever happened to you in school? Like, those who do the most effort are punished. They're brought down. They're dumbed down to the lower common level. With your parents as well. If you do something creative, people tell you, what are you doing? Where are you going? Like, what is this? Fear of effort. If you provide effort, you will be shamed. Okay, publicly. You'll be judged. Hey, where are you going, man? We're all draining in the sea of shit, and you're trying to go ahead of us? On top of us? What the fuck is wrong with you? Get down here with us on our level. Swim in our shit. And that's pretty much what's happening right now, okay? With your parents, with your siblings, with society in general. Because again, most people are not even aware they are slaves. So every single slave is drowning in shit. Especially if they're not aware, okay? For sure it's their own shit, but often as well, it's gonna be the shit from other people. From those shit programs. That's how shit is produced. Shit programs produce shit results, shit life. Okay, so that's another level, okay? And so emotions, so fear of pain, fear of effort, and the last one is fear of fear. I'm afraid to experience fear because fear in itself is already painful, and fear in itself is already effort because it means I need to change something in my life, and that's effort always. Growth and change is effort. Well, at the very least to start. Then it becomes effortless, but to start it's effort. So, 3 main fears. And so through those fears, those who get beyond those fears can control the others. Okay? But those who get beyond fears, they're still slaves. And so you can be a slave to your emotions, to your shit programs in 2 ways. When you're in them, I experience fear, I am a slave. Or where you run away from it. I do not want to experience fear, so I'm going to distract myself, scrolling the telephone, watch porn, watch movies, Netflix, over busy with life, over busy with work, sex, whatever else, okay? Run away from your fears, run away from your shit programs, not wanting to see it. Right now, if I triggered you and you want to just escape and not watch this, you are right in it. You're a slave program is playing right now, okay? So what happens then, once you get beyond that, you surrender to something else, you become a slave to something else. So if you get beyond your shit programs, you see that in life you can do pretty much anything. You begin to surrender to the process, to life itself, and essentially and eventually to your purpose, what you've been placed on this planet to, okay? And so sometimes you're gonna be doing shit that you don't know how to do. You've never done it. I mean, those videos, I never knew how to create them. Eventually I learned because I go, okay, this is my purpose, I need to do this. I need to be in front of you telling you this shit, and I'm just, I'm telling you this shit, and over time I'm gonna get better at telling you this shit. And so it's gonna land better with you and with many more people, and so I'll be able to help this world transition, hopefully, towards a better place, where you can wake up as well to the fact that you are a slave, and there is something you can do about it. Okay, the first step is to free yourself from the shit programs. And next, to choose who or what you're gonna be a slave to. You can become a slave to a project, to a program, to a corporation, to a person, to a mentality, to an ideology, to a religion, to a philosophy, to your purpose. You can choose. Once you get beyond shit programs, you choose who you are a slave to. What does it mean to be a slave? It's just to surrender, to make a decision to become a slave. Actually, you don't even have to make that decision. You are a slave by default. Whatever you're going to be doing, you're going to be a slave. Either you're going to be a slave to your shit programs, or you're going to choose who you're going to be a slave to, but you're a slave. When you choose, your life is better. You will live as a better slave. Okay, you're not going to be a slave to necessarily somebody. You're going to be a slave to an idea, for example. You surrender to it because you made that conscious choice. So slavery is a fact. It's a reality. Your life is a slavery. Every single human being, Homo sapiens around you is a slave. Okay, the question is, who or what are they a slave to? Ask yourself, who or what are you a slave to? And write that list. I dare you. If you do that, you're going to see some very interesting things. And that is going to give you power over your life. Power to change, if you dare. But again, remember, with every single change, there is going to be pain, there is going to be effort, and there is going to be fear. Okay? And so you're going to have to face all 3 of them. Oftentimes at the same time. So if you're ready for that, write that list and then take your power of your life in your own hands and do something about it. If you like this video, subscribe for more, like this video, put a comment if you agree, disagree. If you hate me, write that. If you like me, and if you love me, write that down too. And if you're fed up of your own blogs and you find that you cannot do it your own, it's just too much for you, you need somebody who can help you, I am that guy. I can help you go in your subconscious mind and change those shit programs, eliminate them, erase them, help you get beyond them. Help you get beyond that level of slavery, of the most basic level, and actually get to the next level where more money, better health, better relationships, and more happiness await you and has been awaiting you for all of your life. And I can help you get that. It's very simple. There is a link down below. Just schedule that strategic session with me, and we can go ahead and take a look at how I can help you. All right? Hope this was helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.